Hey, welcome to the what? Let's get into the first topic of the day, man. BKFC 19. You already answered the question. Hey, did this one prove to be as good or just as good as the last fight we covered, which was BKFC 15?
Yes. And it's hard for these shows to do this to where you know you got one shot, you do not miss your chance to blow cuz opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Bars. Um
That's Eminem though. But go ahead.
I was just saying Eminem got bars. But anyway,
Whatever.
officially 5 minutes on the clock. Uh they had to deliver again. So the last one that they put together, they were like, okay, it's a good card. And some stars arose from there that they didn't necessarily think was going to happen.
Exactly.
Albeit your Taylor Starling, or
Yep.
albeit Britton Hart, who a little bit, but she got the rub, the Van Zant rub,
Yep.
and all of that. And so then they had to put on another card, to which then they're hoping to sort of pull that off again. And bam, they pull it off again, and it's like, wow, what a card, you know? The main event, say whatever you want with the main event. It did not happen the way we expected it was gonna happen, kind of, sorta.
Well, it did happen to a certain extent to what I expected to happen. So the first thing we're gonna get into talk about in the BKFC 19, we're not gonna spend a lot of time on it. Van Zant versus Rachel Ostovich. Man, I'm telling you right now, there was some blows thrown the last, what was it, 2 nights ago. There was some blows thrown 2 nights ago. You can see in these three photos right here, somebody got knocked behind the washing machine a couple times. They didn't
Blicky.
go down, but they got knocked behind the washing machine. But let's get into the first, well, not the first, but it was the last fight. We're gonna talk about it first because it was, I feel like it's the most, it wasn't the most interesting fight of the three. And the reason I say that is because Van Sant didn't come out and win like we expected her to do. Now, BKFC set Van Zant up to win this fight. It was an opponent that she recently beat in the past. Rachel was coming into an environment she's never been in before. This is brand new to her. And when we talk about Taylor Starling, I'm gonna elaborate on why I felt like Van Zant was set up to win this fight. I feel like Paige didn't come out with the gut or the grit that was needed to beat Rachel in the first 2 rounds. Because if she would have came out slanging and banging, throwing those dub deuces, trying to knock her behind the washing machine, then I feel like she would have won this fight early. But she didn't do that. I feel like Rachel came in. She did something good in the first round. In the first 10, 15 seconds, she came out. She hit her with an overhand right. She cracked her a little bit. And Paige Vanzant was on her back foot the rest of the night. And as you can see, as the rounds kept going up, the round 3, 4, it felt like Rachel had the most opportunities to land the overhand right and crack her to a point where Paige didn't want to get too close. Even though Paige did a great job of jabbing her, they weren't doing as much damage as that overhand right. But for me personally, Paige Vanzant, I don't know where she goes from here, but it's just to be the biggest name on the card, you needed to get this win. And the figures coming out, how much she got paid? She got paid over 6 figures, man, to lose. And I think she got paid over 6 figures to lose in the last 2 fights.
She got
But
paid 6 figures to fight.
she got paid 6 figures to lose. But
The
you can say what you
result
want.
the result of the fight does not do anything with her check. Once she moved to that, I can guarantee once she stepped on the scale, she was already paid. Now,
Yeah,
with
true.
that being said, I can agree with, I don't agree with the fact that she was set up to win, because look, Rachel Ostovich was it's not a pushover per se. You know,
I'm not
Rachel
saying that.
Ostovich, she is going to come fight. She's
I
got
know.
she's got to settle a score to settle. And in here's a question right here. If Paige Van Zant doesn't pull it off, and what you call it, Rachel only gets better, can Rachel be the face of BKFC?
Her name is not out there like Paige Vincent is.
Oh, her name was on the center of the cage, just like Paige's was. I'm just saying.
I know, but what Rachel, what I knew of Rachel is what I knew of her Friday. I didn't know
Okay.
anything about her in the UFC. Even though
Okay.
she fought for the UFC, I didn't know anything about her.
Okay.
But Paige Vincent, you know about Paige, even though she was a middle of the road fighter. I think she was like 9-5 in the UFC. She
12
she and
gauge.
Yeah, 12 gauge, whatever. But I just don't. For BKFC, it did them a disservice for her to lose, but also there were some other fights that did them great with the attention they got from Paige Vanzant. So I feel like they still go on an upper trajectory, but it could have been a lot more exponential if Paige would have won this fight. Man, God, dog, you see the word? Do you see the word placement? You see the word placements?
This guy. So, but look at the picture. Hey, Paige went backstage quick. That's
Yeah, no,
fast
she
as I
got the hell
seen
up out of there.
Paige. That's fast as I seen Paige move ever.
Yeah, she moved faster
They
getting the hell up out
said
of there than she
Rachel
did in the whole
by
fight.
the time Rachel Ostovich landed, Paige was out the ring. She was gone. It
She
was
was
crazy.
gone, boy.
It blew
She
my
was
mind.
gone.
I do need to talk about one thing, and that is so Rachel Ostovich won, and it was great. We had this moment, overcome with emotion. Like, who is my man trying to hand her this can? She like, they like, and your winner is split decision, won it for 48-47.
What? That was a split decision?
I think it was a split decision. Let's
Come
look
on,
up the
man.
results, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
man. No, Rachel beat her
I was
handily.
unanimous. I was
Oh,
unanimous
well,
decision.
don't say that,
One
man.
of them was a different one, 48-47. The other two were 49-46, 4 rounds of one. One of them was closer. That's what it was. Thought it was a split decision. I apologize. That's why we got the stuff pulled up. But anyway, she's overcome with emotion. I did this. It's been 2 years. Hey, hold the can. It's been 2 years since I got this. I'm so. Hey, yo, can you hold this can? We got contractual obligations. What is my man doing right now?
I don't know, man.
Why? Why? Like,
Mm.
you could wait. Like, stand up, interview. Here's the can. My man is like, yo, you better get this can. It's crazy. It's crazy. But
I need to talk about something right here next.
Paige has
Look,
something to say to
so
everybody.
Paige,
Whenever she was done,
so
she
here's
let
the thing.
everybody know.
So here's the thing though. So Paige, if you went to her Instagram after the fight, she didn't have a picture posted at all. So she went through the whole process of what was she going to do or put up as her picture for her account on Instagram. And she came up with this picture right here. And the biggest thing for me is that Paige during the last fight with Britton Hart, Britton was ecstatic with getting the dub over Paige Van Sant, a big name. And now her name's on the map for beating Paige Van Sant. And Paige said to her in the ring, be humble. And all I'm saying is that you're gonna get some of that haterade. You know haters gonna be on your block and they're gonna be knocking on your door ready to say something bad about you. Be humble. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to say nothing back to the haters. You can put an inspirational quote up there saying, I'm gonna come back better than ever. This is only a stepping stone to the next. The next day will be better than the day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Plug your book like you did. But you ain't gotta stick a middle finger up to the haters because all you doing is proving them right. That's all I'm saying about that situation.
What you
So
mean? You gotta let them know.
if I had to give Paige any advice,
Yeah.
which I don't really care, I would say take your own advice. Be humble. That's all I'm saying.
She just wanted look. We don't need no hateration, no holleration in this dance
Man,
story,
whatever,
dancery.
whatever,
There's
whatever, whatever,
whatever Mary said. Whatever Mary said.
whatever.